In today's Money Watch, we are talking about job hopping. So traditionally, recruiters and hiring managers have frowned upon hopping from job to job. But new research from Rutgers and Cornell universities might change that. It shows that job hoppers have some distinct advantages in the workplace. So if you're in the market for a new job, listen up. CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger is here to discuss. Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm a job hopper. I have deployed this strategy, my entire career. What does this new research reveal about job hoppers?
We've known for a long time that people who move and switch jobs, they do so to make more money, and they do tend to make a lot more money, especially in a robust job market, okay? But in this survey, what we also found is that they tend to be more adaptable. I found this fascinating because the average person, when you get to a new job, it kind of takes you 5 months to settle in. In this group of people who hop around, it only takes 2 months. So there is something about the person who is willing to take the job and go somewhere else, makes them more adaptable. So maybe if you're a hiring person, looking at that person as a job hopper is not a negative, maybe it's a positive.
I always like to make the argument, too. It's like, well, I've had so many experiences. So many industries are changing right now. You know, I'm not like the company person. You know, I'll be able to bring that insight. But it can feel really difficult right now for job seekers. What are the latest numbers in terms of how the job market is evolving?
It's been a little bit weird because in our most recent report back in July, we showed that the economy lost 23,000 jobs. Now, I don't know if that'll stick. We always get revisions. But even if in the last 3 months, we've only been averaging about 20,000 jobs a month. And for all of last year, it was just 15,000 jobs a month. So it's a tight labor market. And I think that this probably explains why when you look at the average duration of the unemployed, it's 25 weeks. So that's a long time. And when you think about my normal advice is like keep some extra money in an emergency reserve fund, because if you do lose your job, it's taking a longer time to find one.
I know. I mean, that 25-week stat, I mean, it's pretty significant. And the jobs are not coming across all industries evenly. So what about wages, right? Because you said one of the reasons people do job hop is to get a higher paycheck. Are wages keeping up with inflation?
So for right this second, no. And this is on average, median wages over the last year up 3.2%. The inflation rate, the headline rate, which we do put food and energy in there because you are paying for that, up by 3.4%. There was a period of time where wages were growing faster than the inflation rate, and that was good for workers. Now we're seeing it flip. It may not stay this way. I don't like this is not a forever moment, but what it means is there are a lot of Americans who are dipping into their savings. Once they deplete those savings, they're turning to a credit card or buy now, pay later, and that's how they're making do. Now, as long as they keep their jobs, they can keep those payments up. The worry among economists would be if the labor market really does turn south and someone does lose jobs or hours, how are they going to manage those extra costs when it comes to credit or buy now, pay later? And
I think that's the sort of the sentiment that someone who is job hugging or job clinging and they don't want a job hop. What would be your advice to someone that just is really concerned about leaving? You know, when I think about like Jill, the certified financial planner, the aunt who is worried about everybody, I often will say, like, hang on to your job, kiss your boss's tush, like, keep it, do that, right? Words to live by. But then when you really look at it, if you do have a skill set and you are willing to go, it is okay to do it. Just know that the risk is that sometimes it's the last person in is the first person out when the economy rolls over. So that's the risk. But I trust people to know what industry they're in and when there are opportunities. And I say, if you feel comfortable about it, go for it. I love that. Auntie Jill, I always come to you for advice on these things, too. So I do it, too, guys. All right. Thank you.
Thanks.
And for more advice, check out her new podcast, Money Moves with Jill Schlesinger. New episodes drop every Tuesday and Thursday wherever you get your podcasts, and you can watch on YouTube.